Welcome to Dr. Ryan Geed Consulting, Elevated Analytics demonstration of our health scanner prototype. So this prototype was basically designed as a kind of a gate, right? But this is a different kind of gate than what you're used to at airports. This particular gate you should just be able to walk through at medium speed, and I'll demonstrate that first and then I'll go over some of the systems with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the gate, and as I'm partway through the gate you should hear the air. The air circulates around my right hand and allows the chemical sensors to find out if I've been in the area of nitrates at all. So alright, so I'll start walking towards it. You see the electronics on the right. That's the rack on the right. You can see the sensors above, including Lidar and video cameras. There's the sound. And that sprays me all the way through the gate, then turns out, and then I can walk. So I can walk at a pretty normal pace. So the result of the scan you can see on the computer, and this can be, I'll show you later, I'll get more detail into the computer system, but you can see my picture there maybe a little bit as I walk through the gate. So we'll talk more about the analysis later. Okay, so let me walk through again and then I'll show the components. From a distance, you'll notice that it looks like a doorway. It's about the size of a doorway. It's made out of welded steel tubing and painted to match the electronics system. You'll notice that there is a port that's about 60 inches from the main doorway. That's where we do the chemical sensing. In fact, you can see the little chemical sensor head there. Basically, the black and white cameras are used to focus. One of the nice things about the Lidar is that it's so precise on, you can see me in the kind of in the middle picture there a little better. It's so precise and it triggers so fast that basically we know the exact distance to the subject, and that helps not only for the chemical sensor, but it also helps for the IR, because the IR doesn't need to autofocus. Okay, so let me go over to the electronics rack and show you some features of the system. The electronics rack is basically a medical rack. It swivels and the top goes up and down. Let me put it away here. We don't really need the keyboard out for most, so this all slides together. That slides in there, so you get a nice finished look. It runs automated software, so we can change the background. Here's the side view. It's adjustable, so really the prototype was made for a product application that revolves around scanning people at work. For instance, a big box store like Walmart, or a manufacturing facility, or a food processing facility, but basically for a known number of subjects. I'll walk through again as I'm talking about that. So it's really designed for people to just walk through at a normal pace as they would on their way to their workstation. They don't have to stop or identify themselves or get scanned by a health professional. You can just, all this automates that entire process.